This video is part of the certification program, SABA, Spreadsheet Applications in Business Analytics. Please contact if you want to apply for the certificate program, or for more details.
So let's go through the syllabus that we have for today. And then, so remember I had asked you to bookmark one link, that is the Sadri MBA SEM1 program. So yesterday we did the course introduction. Today we have unit 1, accurate, efficient and smart formula construction. Okay. And as I mentioned in the introduction yesterday, this class is the most important class that you can have. We should understand how to make a formula which consumes less time, which is accurate. Okay. So let's see. So this is what we have, like accurate, efficient and smart formula construction. Okay. Now I hope the screen is visible to everyone. So how many of you, just want to know, how many of you have used Excel earlier? Okay. Wherein like you have written a formula in that Excel. Okay, 3, okay, 4, okay, 5, 6, okay, good, number 7. Okay, very good. So let's see, I have this Excel file now with me. Okay, and it's a very simple file. We have the tax rate. Let's say this is the income tax rate. Income tax rate is 10%, and there is no exception. Everybody, even if he earns, let's say 10 rupees, he has to pay 10% tax on that. So how much a person who is earning 8 lakh will pay the tax? So what you will do is, like in Excel, you have to write a formula in this cell. Okay. Always remember the formula starts with equal to sign. Right? And once you have written equal to, okay, what you should do is you should say, okay, this is the income. Okay, and the tax will be income multiplied by the tax rate. Right? So this is the tax rate. Now see, whenever you write a formula, here I have not written a formula. What I did was I typed only two things. I typed equal to, I brought my mouse on this, clicked here. So see, automatically C6 has come, and this cell is selected, and you can see that selected cell will be like blinking. So you know that this is a selected cell, and this blinking is blue in color. So this name C6 is also blue in color. Now what is this C6? C is the column. So you can see that Excel has column A, B, C, D, right? And so these are the column numbers, and these are the row numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this Excel is a grid. In the grid, if you want to identify this cell, you say that, okay, this cell is C6. That is how the Excel and refers to any of the cell, and this we call as a cell reference. So C6 is a cell reference. Okay. Now then, so I did not type it. Please note that I could have typed also, okay, but I highly recommend not to type. Bring the mouse, use the mouse and select it, and then I typed into multiplication sign, and then I have to multiply with the tax rate. See this, once I selected this tax rate, it also starts blinking. Okay, and the cell reference, now you can see that this tax rate has cell reference D2. So D column, second row. So here D2 has come, and you can see that it is green in color. This blinking is also green in color. This is blue, so it will be blue in color. Okay, and you press enter. So if you are earning 8 lakh, 10% tax, no exemption, 80,000 is the tax you have to pay. Right? Now this formula, when I have created, I call this as a reference formula. Nowhere I am doing any hard coding. Let's say tomorrow the government says, no, you don't have to pay 10% tax, you have to pay 5% tax. Okay. So what will happen? We'll just change this tax rate. We don't have to change anything. We'll just change the tax rate and automatically tax will change. Had you typed 10% into 8 lakh, you would have to hard code this 10%. This hard coding is very, very bad thing. You should never ever hard code a value in Excel because that value can change. Okay, remember, let's see, suppose somebody has written like this formula. Okay, I'll tell you later what we are doing, but you see here he has done 10% into C7, 10% into C8. Now this tax rate from 10 it has gone to, let's say, suppose 15. So there is no change. You see, he would have to do like 15 here change. Okay, and then we'll see what we are doing, and then the change will happen. Imagine if you have, let's say, 1 lakh employees. Now you see how many employees TCS has. Okay, more than 4 lakh. If you have something wherein one change will impact 4 lakh employees, you don't know, remember, okay, whether you have changed for everyone or not, right? So it's always advisable not to hard code any value. Okay, you should never hard code. You should always refer. So what do we mean by refer? This is what we mean by refer. So you'll say D2 into C6 and then press enter. Right? So with the new tax rate 12,000, it has 1,20,000 it has come. Okay. Any doubt you have? Okay. No, nothing. Okay. Let's see this. Now, if I have written like this D2 into C6, what should I write another formula here? This into this, and another formula here, this into this. Okay, this into this. It is not a good use of your time. Okay, you are writing one formula in one cell. Now imagine again, if you have 1 lakh rows, you have to enter 1 lakh time. Okay, how much time it is? It is like, it will take days to do it. So what Excel has done is, Excel has provided you a drag facility. Okay, so you don't write a formula in every cell. You write a formula in one cell, and when you go and hover the mouse over the cell, you can see that the plus has come, but this is a thick plus. We don't need this thick plus. We go to the edge, so I can zoom it. I go to the edge. See that if I go to the bottom corner, bottom right corner, see, from thick plus it has become a thin plus. So this thin plus is your dragging tool. Okay. So once you have this thin plus, what you do is you left click your mouse. Okay. So see this, once I left click the mouse, what has happened? You see the bottom here. Okay. You see this. I'll say that once I do that, okay, you focus on this part. Okay, you see what it gets written over there. So I bring here and I click left. See, drag outside selection to extend series or fill. Okay, so what I will do is I will extend this. Okay, now once I've extended it, and to my surprise that I am not getting the expected value. For 7 lakh, assuming the tax rate is 10%, the 7 lakh, the tax had to be 70,000, but it is coming 0. This is 0, and this is something value. This is a large number. This is 0. So what is happening? It is happening, for that you have to understand this formula structure. So see, you have D2 into C6. Okay. Now, when a cell is dragged, so if you see, when a cell is dragged, this was cell number 6, row number 6, and I have dragged it. Which row number I have come to now? I have come to 7th row number. Okay, so that means from 6 I have, my row number is increased by 1. Okay. Now that is important to understand. So see this formula C6. When you went one down, what should be the new formula? This reference, it should change to C7. From C6, it should change to C7 because we are increasing by one row. And what will happen to this D2? It should increase by one row and it will become D3. So let's see if I drag it, and now I see the formula. You can see the formula by pressing F2, okay? Or you can see here. Okay? But when I press F2 and see what has happened, it is D3 into C7, which is what we expected. The row will increase by 1 and the column will remain the same. Why the column is remaining the same? See, D2 to D3, C6 to C7. Because we are not changing the column, we are remaining in the same column. We are remaining in the D column, so the column has not changed. But is this my expected requirement? What is my expectation? My expectation is this 7 lakh should get multiplied with 10%. The moment it has become D3, it is getting multiplied with nothing over here. Nothing over here means 0. So what should be done? Okay. The ideal thing should be it has to be D2. Okay. But the moment you drag it, D2 will become D3. So we have to have some method wherein we can force Excel not to change this. That means not to change 2 to 3. Okay. So this 2 should not get changed to 3. Anyone, what can be done? Okay. So we have a concept, okay, like you can say as fixing, okay, or anchoring. Okay, I would use this word anchoring. So if you see a ship which is there in harbor, okay, and it is anchored, what will happen? Will it move? No, it will not move, right? So anchoring is that it should not move. Okay. So it should not move. That is what we have to do. In Excel, the anchoring is $sign. Okay. So we have to anchor for our formula. Okay. So anchoring is what we are going to understand. So this anchoring is a very important concept. Okay, that is where I said that it is covering your 50% of the Excel. Now what we do, so if I see this 2 and I say that you should fix this, how we should fix it? In some formula you will see that the formula is written like this, $2. The $2 means this 2 is anchored, the 2 is fixed. So if you make it down, okay, 2 to 3 it will not become, it will remain as 2. Okay. Now how do you make it anchor? Okay, you can, many students when they start they press shift 4, which is like the dollar. Okay, it comes. I will not recommend this. Okay, it is like error prone. Excel has a toggle function. Okay, so if you press F4, okay, so if you press F4, see I am pressing only F4 here. Okay, I am pressing F4 first time, it has become $D$2. We are not worried about this one. Again F4, it has become $D$2. That means $2 row number is fixed now, and I press enter. So there is no change here because D2 and D$2 is one and the same. But when I go here to the right, down, bottom, and click and drag, see this, what has happened. See the formula, this C6 became C7 because the row is changed. This D$2 remain at D$2. And what is D$2? D$2 means D2. What is D2? This. So that means your values have been referring to this cell only. They have not gone dragged down. Okay. This is the way you can write one formula and drag it down, even if it is lakhs rows, million rows, billion. Okay, just saying, okay, there will be no impact. Okay. So here what we have is we have done fixing of row. Okay. So we have in referencing anchoring, we have fixing only row. Okay. So how you do? You put dollar before the row number. Okay. So we have like fixing row only column. Okay. So we have 4 combinations are there. Okay. Fixing both row and column. Okay. And we have no fixing. So what is the no fixing example? Okay. Your example is C6. There is no fixing. What is the row fixing example? D$2.
This video is part of the certification program, SABA, Spreadsheet Applications in Business Analytics. Please contact if you want to apply for the certificate program, or for more details.